Welcome back everyone for another episode of my Shrewsbury Town career on FM16, and you join me at such a crucial time in our season. We're finding a bit of form, and up next we're at home to Sheffield Wednesday. These next two games coming up against Wednesday and also Bournemouth, I see them as a great opportunity to be racking up some points and putting some distance between us and that relegation zone. So we're just going to jump straight into this game. Let's get the team talk done and out the way. I'll be assertive. We're not out the woods just yet, so I want to keep the players on their toes. You know, our recent form has been brilliant. We've started to turn things around. In the last episode, we beat Southampton 3-1 here at the Greenhouse, and then we went on to draw 1-1 against Norwich at Carrow Road. Things have been improving. I'm really enjoying this at the moment. I just hope that it's not too good to be true, and I hope we can get 3 points here against Sheffield Wednesday, a team that's also hovering around that relegation zone. I think all three teams that have come up from the Championship last season have kind of struggled to Premier League life this season, probably because of the amount of money that's been pumped into pretty much every team in that just summer transfer window. Right, Man City are all level with Everton. They're another team that are doing really bad this season, Everton. You expect them to at least be mid-table, just above. Here we go, we're building up to something here. Sully Kaikai finds Brady on the overlap down that left side. Clinton the G just couldn't get his head to it, as it was a comfortable save for Westwood in the end. Both times we came up against Sheffield Wednesday last season, it was so scrappy, both games. I think we won one and lost the other. Could have been away from home, that game. Hopefully that's not going to be the case here, seeing that we're at home today. We're in good, improved form. Here comes Clinton the G now, going it alone. Side to Todd Kane. Lionel Cole. Clinton the G makes it 1-0. Just under 20 minutes gone. Our top goal scorer this season. And if it stays like this, we can move up to 14th in the league. Brilliant. So enjoying this at the moment. The players really getting a feel for the Premier League now. We're in the thick of it. We're about to head into November. What a finish from Clinton the G. He's certainly added so much to our attack this season. As I've mentioned in previous videos, it's a shame what's happened with James Collins over the last two seasons in League One and the Championship. He was our top goal scorer. He's just flying high. I think his value went up as well. And I've started him and brought him on a couple of times in this Premier League, but it just seems as though he can't hack it. I don't think he can. Oh no, that's a good save by Luke Weiler. I don't think James Collins is finding life in the Premier League as comfortable as he did in League One and the Championship. Maybe in the second half of the season we'll try and introduce him a lot more and see what he can produce, if he can. Veretout there. Aston Villa, they had an absolute mass exodus in the summer of just shipping out all these players. You know that Bakuna came to us for such a small fee. Veretout to Sheffield Wednesday. They had quite a lot of their players on that transfer list. I was very surprised to see that, and I'm in a way not surprised to see how far down the table they are at the moment. They do seem to be struggling at the moment. And they were the team that we beat for our first 3 points as well a couple of episodes ago. Here comes Sheffield Wednesday searching for that equaliser, and they almost had it. Almost had it. Gary Hooper causing us some trouble. I was actually thinking about putting in a bid in the summer for Gary Hooper, but instead decided to go for Clinton the G. That's a good ball from Cole. Here we go, Luke Williams. He's gone for Clinton the G. Did have the option of Brady down the left side. He was in plenty of space, and that should be the first half. Sheffield Wednesday being the most dominant when coming up with chances and shots on target. Just don't seem to be going after the ball. Well won there by Brady. Sully Kaikai now. Luke Williams. Nice one-touch passing. Clinton the G charging at the Wednesday defence and goes for goal and puts it well wide. It's just wasting time now. Run down that clock for the first half, and there we go. So we go in 1-0. 1-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Got to guard against complacency. The game isn't over. They've looked threatening. Sheffield Wednesday, they've had more shots than us. We're just very fortunate to have someone... Oh dear, what is that, Granderson? We're just very fortunate to have someone like Jason Leutwiler, who's really stepped up his game from League One to the Premier League. his development, it's just come on leaps and bounds. It's been perfect. It's just what we wanted, and I'm kind of expecting some bids to be put in for him. Maybe in January, maybe even in the summer. Right, let's make a sub here because Luke Williams and Sully Kai, not sure. I'll take off Williams and bring on Adam Reach. Got to start involving Reach in the first team again after he was out for a couple of months. And we'll leave Kai there in that number 10 role. Let's press on. We've passed the hour mark now. A win here would certainly give us enough confidence to go to Bournemouth and get another win there. I mean, Bournemouth, they're yet to win a game this season in the Premier League. And Gary Hooper spoke too loudly. It's game on in Sheffield Wednesday's eyes. They have levelled this match. It's 1-1 at the Greenhouse. Comes from the corner as well. We're going to kick on. I don't want to be watching the replay of that. Just a simple tapping. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be on that touchline, waving my arms in the air. We're going overload. See what we can come up with in the last 10 minutes. Come on, Town. Do me pride. Look at that. Swansea beating Arsenal 4-2. Unbelievable result for them. Let's go route 1. Work the ball into the box. It's just hoof at a field. Go for the long ball. Here we go. Sully Kai. To Clinton the G. I'm not sure what he... It's a good idea. He was looking for Adam Reach. He was way open down that left side, but it's just a poor touch. Here we go. Bakuna. Ah, Clinton the G again. He's looking for that through ball for Sully Kai to run onto. And now this is released. Sheffield Wednesday, who are on the break. Gary Hooper with a clear-cut chance. Had time as well, I think, to take a touch. And what was that, Luke Weiler? Oh, he's Clinton the G. He's going to need medical attention. Oh, he's got a bruised head. And there's only a couple of minutes left. We might as well leave him on. Or be down to 10 men. They're going to take a free kick in the meantime. Can we break from this? Clinton the G, hold on to the ball, please. Yes, here we go. Kai. Pass. Why are you passing it to Reed when you had Todd Kane on the overlap? What are you doing? Lionel Cole. Lewis Reed. Oh, for crying out loud. What is that? What is going on here, lads? Of course, Westwood is in no hurry to take their goal kick, and that is full time at the Greenhouse. It's ended 1-1. Another point. I'm not happy about that. We could have potentially gone on and got a winner from those that movement there in the final third. Just a couple of minutes remaining. Well, we've got to turn our attention to our next game against Bournemouth. Najee's going to miss that game. Everton have just sacked Jackett because of them losing their game. Burnley's sacked Cooper. Quite a lot of sackings going on. Normally expect that round about October, November, December sort of time, mid-season-ish. The sackings continue. Arsenal have sacked Jurgen Klopp. Wow. I can't believe they've done that. Obviously, Arsene Wenger left last season, but why have they gone ahead and sacked Jurgen Klopp? They've got this guy, Jonker, as caretaker for the time being. Maybe I'll declare my interest in the job, but let's look at their recent results. So they're still in the Champions League. Well, we know that they've just lost to Swansea 4-2. They lost against Palace. I suppose it's the small teams that they're losing against that are dropping points. Let's have a look at their team. Why are they doing this? So they've got Schnezzy back. Giroud. They've got Morgan Schneidlin, who they signed a couple of seasons ago. I can't believe that they didn't have faith at all in Jurgen Klopp. As I say, I could declare my interest in the job, but I'm not going to do that. I'm here for Shrewsbury Town and Shrewsbury Town only. So up next on our calendar, we got Bournemouth away. Then we've got the trip to Old Trafford to play Manchester United. We finish up the month at home to West Ham United. Wow, what a busy month we are in for. Aguero's scooped the player of the month. Abolo claims young player of the month for Arsenal. And the goal of the month goes to Defrel from Swansea. Manager of the month, Mourinho of Chelsea. Won 3 games in a row there. Here we go then. We're here at Bournemouth in search of 3 points. We're unbeaten in our last 4 games, yeah, we've drawn our fair share of those, but we're out of the relegation zone. We're looking in good stead at the moment. We could move up to 12th today with a win here. Team selection today suggests a change of tactic. You'll see that in a minute. We'll just have to wait and see. So for Bournemouth, they've got Wilson and Bakumbu. Albrighton on the bench. They've got Max Gradle. But for Shrewsbury Town, I've gone with the 4-3-3. More attacking. Agogo comes into the side. Adam Reach on the left. Kai comes in to replace Clinton Najee, who's out injured. And it's pretty much all the same at the back. Let's just do the instructions. So we're going to be keeping our eye on their subs as well. So they'll probably bring on Patrick Bamford, maybe. Max Gradle is a certainty. I'm surprised they're not starting him for this game. We'll just go for that. Let's be calm. No need to get in their face. We are on a bit of a good run. Favourites here. We're favourites. So go out there and impress me. Let's get those 3 points. Come on, Town. We can do this. We've had a week to prepare, so fitness levels are pretty good. And we're not starting off well here as Trippier is down the right side looking for Mark Albrighton, who hits the side net, and Luke Weiler decided to leave that one. Let's go out for a goal kick, which is wise. We go now down the right side. Lionel Cole. Let's get the ball rolling. Bakuna finds Adam Reach just about. Reach back to Brady, who's trying to seek out Sully Kaikai, who fits into this new role today as striker. I didn't really want to go with James Collins. It was a bit of a risk to take, so I want to play someone that's been in good form lately, and that's Sully Kaikai. Here comes Todd Kay now. Cross into the box. It's 1-0. It's Adam Reach with his first goal of the season. That's going to mean a lot to him. He started the season off injured, was out for a month or 2, and now he's come back with a goal against Bournemouth away from home. Good build-up play as well. Great cross from Todd Kane. He's really improving on that, Todd. That's what I like to see. So that should settle our nerves now. Getting our nose in front against Bournemouth, the team that are yet to win a game this season. They've drawn their fair share, but they've lost the majority. We're dominating possession. Seen 60% of the ball. That's what I like to see, as well as getting in our shots and our chances and just being the most dominant force out there. Let's encourage the players. Let's see if we can go on and double our lead. We'll probably put the game to bed because Bournemouth, looking at the stats, don't seem to be doing too much at the moment. I probably spoke too soon as Bakumbu. Brilliant stuff from Luke Weiler. Brilliant stuff. He is a shot stopper. Made himself big. Put Bakumbu off, I think. Gave him the eyes, but it didn't work on Luke Weiler. He's stone cold. In between the sticks for Shrewsbury Town. We are coming up to half time then. Gonna have to be keeping our eye on Kieran Trippier. We seem to be going through him at the moment, looking for that overlap down the right side. We saw signs of that right at the start of the game. Look at that, 7 shots, 3 on target. For an away team as well at Bournemouth. Don't think they spent too much in the summer either, so they've got Butner in the side. Remember Butner, former Manchester United player? They should have used him a bit more at United. See what he was capable of doing, and Wilson is open, but he's offside. He's massively offside there. Playing that offside trap. Big time. Fell right into the palm of our hands, and that is going to be the first half done. Pretty decent. Very controlling from Shrewsbury Town. I'm happy things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. So I would like to see another goal or 2 to really finish off this game, to finish off Bournemouth and keep them in that relegation zone. Just pass it around nice and comfortably. Take our time with it. Of course, a win here would be fantastic. It would be vital because it sets up nicely for our next game when we have to travel to Manchester, to Old Trafford, to take on Manchester United. And speaking of Manchester United, they've just doubled their lead against Aston Villa at home there, with the goal coming from Lukaku. We are past the hour mark now. Man City 1-0 up against West Brom. Not much going on at the moment here in Bournemouth. Max Gradle's just come on to replace Mark Albrighton. Wow, they're making subs all over the place at the moment. Patrick Bamford's just come on. Might take off Lionel Cole here, who isn't really performing today. And I'll bring on... Shall I bring on Luke Williams? He's match fit as well. He's in better form than James Collins, so he'll have to do for now. And he has scored more goals than Collins. Always seems to come up with a few chances of his own. Creates that space. Gets in behind the defence. Playing off the shoulder and whatnot. Right, I'm going to have to squeaky bum time now because there's only a couple of minutes to go. And I just fear that Bournemouth are going to pull out an equaliser. And I don't want to keep drawing games. We need to start winning. Even if it is just a 1-0 here and there. Lewis Reed was still going for a second. Todd Kane, let's have another magical cross from you. We're not going to have time because that is full time. It's all over. We've got our win. 3 points on the board for Shrewsbury Town. And Bournemouth go once again without a win in the Premier League. Really happy with that. We dominated possession. We had 12 shots, 7 on target. And we move up to 14th. Look at that. We're on 14 points. Shrewsbury edge, narrow Bournemouth game. Just another 1-0 win. But it's 3 points. A win's a win. You're going to have to take them any way you can in the Premier League. It's not the nicest of places. And I mean, it's not going to be a nice experience having to travel to Old Trafford to take on Manchester United. I think this is going to be our biggest test so far this season. And just imagine if we're able to pull off an upset and get those 3 points at Old Trafford. It'd be incredible. We'd be able to move up to 7th or 8th in the league as well. Getting closer to a Champions League spot. For now though, that's going to be it for this episode. We finished this one on a high with that win over Bournemouth. Can we get a win against Manchester United? Join me for the next episode. See you there. Thanks for watching.